What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, check it out. By now, you have heard the conversation surrounding Mark Hamill out there at the Fan Expo in Chicago, basically just dunking on Star Wars fans that happen to lean to one side of the political aisle. Look, I'm one of these people that believes that, hey, everybody should be invited into the fandom. Doesn't matter what side of the political aisle you rock with. Doesn't matter if you're voting right or voting left, voting blue or voting red. Hey, everybody is welcome. All right. This is about fans. All right. This is about the franchise. This is about the fandom. All right. This isn't about your political ideology. That's how I personally feel about the situation. So when you got Mark Hamill, okay, who is a clear, he leans to one side. All right. Pretty heavily to one side, and he comes out constantly on X, and he is constantly talking politics, all right? And understand something, I don't have a problem with people having their own personal politics. I got my politics, you got your politics, okay? But you're not the centerpiece of a franchise, all right? Just like I'm not. Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker. He's one of the most important characters in film history, all right? He is the centerpiece of the Star Wars franchise. And for this guy to sit out there and constantly divide the fan base the way that he's doing, in my opinion, it is long past overdue for Mark Hamill to be replaced as Luke Skywalker. Yeah, I said it. All right. Yeah, I said it. This cat can no longer play Luke Skywalker. Honestly, it's time to just move on past this cat. And, a lot of people will be like, oh, my God, that's sacrilege. How dare you? But at the end of the day, it's like, do you want Luke Skywalker to continue to be this divisive figure? All right. The guy that played him. Listen to what he's got to say. All right. Geeks and Gamers posted this up on their Twitter page. Look, Mark Hamill sparks controversy while speaking at a Fan Expo Chicago, telling fans, go force yourself. All right, so not only is he basically saying, go fuck yourself, he's using Star Wars lingo, Star Wars lore, okay? He's using the Force as a way to basically spew his political ideology. Like, what kind of shit is that? Why would Disney be cool with this? It's time to get this guy up out of there. Like, all right, man, we just got to go ahead and move past you, all right? Yeah, thank you. You served your point as Luke Skywalker. You did what it is that you did. Thank you. But we got to move on past you, all right? I think it would probably piss Mark Hamill off a great deal to be replaced. But honestly, man, if you want Star Wars to be in a positive place, man, you got to get past all of these political ideologues. All right. Guys that want to get out there and just wear all their politics on their chest and get out there and just go force yourself. What kind of shit is that? You want to push this stuff out there, to the Star Wars fan base? What about the Star Wars fan base that are, MAGA, as he says, all right? Like, look what he says, right? May the Force be with you. Unless you're MAGA, then you can go force yourself. Like, let's go ahead and listen to what he said.
I say, may the Force be with you. Unless you're MAGA, then you can go force yourself.
And you hear all the people clapping. It's like, damn, man. You hear all the people clapping. They are cheering this idiot on. Yeah, keep going, Mark. Okay? Use the Star Wars lingo and lore to completely disrespect one half of the audience. There are people out there that kind of felt disrespected. I'm guaranteeing you, there are people in this in this room that felt disrespected by what Mark Hamill just said. Again, if I'm Disney, I'm like, all right, look, it's time for Sebastian Stan, right? It is time for Sebastian Stan. Let's go ahead and get this guy in here. That's our new Luke Skywalker, all right? This moron clearly just wants to push politics, and that's fine. He can do all of the politicking he wants to do. But we're going to start creating a second Luke Skywalker to distance ourselves from this idiot. Because he just won't shut up. He just got to put it in everything that he does. All right. And look, Luke Skywalker is one of my all-time heroes growing up. All right. But now it's like, I don't like this dude. I don't like Luke Skywalker being his guy anymore. Can we get somebody else? Somebody that is not divisive like this? Somebody that's not trying to divide the fan base, but somebody that's, hey, man, let's bring the fan base together. All right. Let's go ahead and bring the fan base together. Let's send love to everybody, regardless of your political ideology. But again, because this guy right here, this guy is so deranged when it comes to that. It's like he can't see past his own nose. And so at this point in time, I think it's time to just get rid of this cat. You know, it's time to dump Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker and move on, all right? Move on to a different Luke Skywalker. And again, I know that's sacrilege to a lot of y'all. Y'all are like, oh my God, never. You know, Mark Hamill could never be replaced. You know, he is Luke Skywalker. Again, there was a point in time where I would have agreed. But this guy is just continually slamming a half of the Star Wars fan base, you know? Half of them, again, regardless of what side you believe in or what you believe in personally, this is detrimental to the Star Wars fan base. You do understand that, don't you? All right? That if you want Star Wars to be healthy, keep the goddamn politics out of the mix. Let's just talk about Star Wars for a goddamn minute. Like, why do we gotta keep doing this shit? But, you know, again, this is the problem, okay? That Disney is so far off the reservation. Look, they'll crack down on Gina Carano for saying some crap like that. I guarantee you if Gina Carano says something similar to this, all right? She would be lambasted across social media. She would be persona non grata everywhere she goes when it comes to social media. Oh, but when it's Mark Hamill, it's okay. Again, it's because he has the right politics, you know, according to Disney. And that's just never going to work, man. Yeah, and this was on Fandom Wire. Then you could go force yourselves. Mark Hamill expresses hatred for Donald Trump and his supporters with a bold message at Fan Expo. Again, to me, it's not even so much about who it is, all right? He could have said this about one political side or the other. It really doesn't matter. It's the fact that he's speaking on it at all. At some point in time, Disney has to understand, look, this stuff is bad for business, okay? This is tearing our business apart. This is destroying the Star Wars franchise. Stuff like this, all right? Knock this crap off, man. You know, it's like, it's funny, you know, again, Chicago, because Chicago is where the DNC is taking place right now. So I'm sure Mark Hamill was in town for that. He's going to probably show up at the DNC, have all kinds of statements and political nonsense that he wants to say. And again, all of that is fine, all right, at the DNC. But if you're at the Chicago Fan Expo, look, give all the fans a great experience. All of the fans, regardless of who your political ideology happens to lean, if it's mine or somebody else's, give all the fans some love. But this guy is like, oh, no, these are the fans that I care about. You know, it's just utter bullshit. I can't believe that Disney allows this crap to go on, man. You know? Utterly ridiculous. Yeah, Mark Hamill recently attended a fan event in Chicago where he talked about his Star Wars legacy, savaging, ridiculing Donald Trump. Again, he might hate Donald Trump, and again, he's allowed to have whatever political opinions he has. But when he attacks the fans, all right, the fans that may be voting for Donald Trump, now, in my opinion, you've gone too far. Again, it's time, right? All right, it's time, folks. All right, let's get Sebastian Stan in there. I want to see some hashtag recast Luke Skywalker going on. Because at this point in time, it's over, all right? Mark Hamill, he just continues to double and triple and quadruple down on his political ideology. That's more important than anything else. Cool. All right, no problem. Hey, Star Wars fans, we want a Luke Skywalker that isn't divisive. We want a Luke Skywalker that we could all rock with. So go ahead, Mark Hamill, spit all your political ideology all you want to. We're moving on. It's time to recast your punk ass. That's what it is that we got to do. Stop being divisive. Stop dividing the Star Wars fan base. All right? Let's all come together and stop talking about all of this nonsense, and let's talk about what's really important to all of us Star Wars fans, which is Star Wars. All right? That's what I want to see. But you guys let me know what y'all think about this situation. Again, I think it's over for this cat. All right. I'm sick and tired of seeing him divide Star Wars fans with his political nonsense. All right. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and do all your political bullshit. All right. That's cool. We're going to go ahead and hang down with what it is that we are all about, which is Star Wars. All right. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.